mammals, welcome to another video. In this guide, I'm gonna set some things straight about dinosaurs and other epic ancient creatures. Because there is quite some confusion about these animals and the time that they lived in. There are also a lot of things many people do not know about dinosaurs. Important and epic facts. So in this video I will make a lot of topics much more clear and easy to understand, alright? I will answer a lot of common, frequently asked questions like: what is a dinosaur? What truly defines a dinosaur? What was the biggest dinosaur that ever lived? Where did dinosaurs even come from and when? And are crocodiles dinosaurs? What about birds? Also, how accurate is Jurassic Park? And are dinosaurs even extinct at all? Or there is something you need to know. A surprising fact later in this video. A fact, a discovery that will change your perspective. And if you still have any questions left after watching this video, or you want to discuss something, catch me in the comments and we will figure it out. Alright, vamonos mammals, let's go! After watching this video there will be no more confusion about what is a dinosaur and what is not. It is time to go prehistoric. First of all, the name dinosaur. What does it mean? Dinosaur comes from the Greek words dinosaur, which means something like terrible lizard or fearful lizard. And I hear you thinking, lizard? Did you say lizard? Yes, because this is already one of the first things that you absolutely need to know about dinosaurs. All dinosaurs are reptiles. They are all ancient reptiles, okay? But not all ancient reptiles that ever lived are dinosaurs. Even some that we call dinosaurs, some of them are not dinosaurs, but there's one thing that they all have in common. All the creatures in this video, there's one thing that they all have in common. That is that they are all ancient reptiles. And another word for that is the archosaurs. What is an archosaur? Archosaurs is the group that includes all reptiles ever. If you see a reptile, that is an archosaur. Okay, so now we're getting into why are some dinosaurs dinosaurs and other dinosaurs not truly dinosaurs. I split the archosaurs, all the animals in this video, I split them into groups. The first group, let's just get right into the stuff. Of course, we're gonna start with the true dinosaurs. And I'm talking about animals like Tyrannosaurus-rex, Triceratops, Brachiosaurus, Velociraptors, Spinosaurus. Those are the true dinosaurs. And this group has the biggest variety of animals. There are so many different kinds of animals, all kinds of shapes and sizes. Dinosaurs appeared about 230 million years ago at the start of the period that we call the Triassic period, which was about 230 million years ago, all the way till 65 million years ago, of course, at the mass extinction event, which was at the end of the Cretaceous. The time of the dinosaurs can be split in three periods. First, we have got the Triassic period. Then we've got the Jurassic period, and then the Cretaceous period. And all those three periods as a whole, as one, can be called the Mesozoic era. In my head, another word for the Mesozoic era is the time of the dinosaurs. It sounds cool, okay? Dinosaurs dominated planet Earth for a staggering 165 million years. 165 million years of evolution. They took hold on this planet. That is so long that there is more time between certain dinosaurs and certain dinosaurs and us. For example, there's more time between Stegosaurus and T-Rex than T-Rex and us. There is more millions of years between them and us. And then to answer the question, where did dinosaurs come from? They evolved from another group of reptiles called the Dinosauromorphs. Okay, they, as it were, morphed into dinosaurs. There are two major groups of dinosaurs, and this has to do with the hip bone, the pelvis. We've got the ornithischians, yes, the ornithischians, also called the bird-hipped dinosaurs. The second group is the saurischians, the lizard-hipped dinosaurs. And then to answer the question, a fun question, what was the biggest dinosaur to ever walk the earth? The biggest dinosaur ever. There is still a little bit of debate going on of what was truly the biggest, but as far as my research goes, it is Argentinosaurus, the giant sauropod dinosaur. Argentinosaurus could weigh up to 80 tons, 80,000 kilos, 22 meters high and 36 meters long. Those are ridiculous numbers. Within the dinosaurs, there are again multiple groups. I think two of the most well-known groups are the theropods, which is the group that T-Rex belongs to, and the sauropods, which is the group that Argentinosaurus and Brachiosaurus belongs to. Alright mammals. There are too many groups of dinosaurs to name them out, so I'm gonna pop them up on the screen right here. Boom. These are all the groups of different dinosaurs? There are quite a lot. Then what are the characteristics of dinosaurs? What are some features that you can recognize a dinosaur from? One of the most important things is they are land living. They live on land. If you see an animal that flies in the sky or swims deep in the ocean, then that animal is not a dinosaur. Of course, dinosaurs lay eggs, they all lay eggs. And then physically, there are a lot of characteristics. For the theropods, it is 2 big muscular legs, short forearms with claws, usually 3. Of course, for T-Rex 2. And then a long, strong tail to keep the balance. These are the theropods. Most of them are carnivores. Because the herbivores were semi-quadrupedal or fully quadrupedal, which obviously means that they walked on all 4 legs. Size, body structure, here we go. Feathers, horns, spikes, armor, teeth, claws, clubs, even whole sails. Like, of course, Spinosaurus, and even neck frills, like Triceratops. One overlooked fact about dinosaurs. Of course, dinosaurs are known for their size. Animals like T-Rex, Brachiosaurus, Argentinosaurus, absolute mega animals. Again, 80 tons, 36 meters long, 22 meters high. What are we talking about? A 6-story building or an animal? But do not forget, there are also a lot of small dinosaurs, okay? Really small dinosaurs. Dinosaurs the size of chickens. Definitely not all dinosaurs were mega. Like, of course, one of the most iconic is Compsognathus, very small dinosaur. And then, of course, also Microraptor, for example. By the way, if you are new here and you are a real nature freak, I invite you to join us on our mission to make the planet green again. If that sounds like you, attack that subscribe button like a wild animal and become part of this amazing and important journey. Vamonos mammals! The second group of ancient reptiles in this video. We're done with the dinosaurs now. We're gonna move on to the creatures that people think that are dinosaurs, but are not actually dinosaurs. The second group is the pterosaurs, the flying reptiles, okay? And here I already said it, pterosaurs are not actually dinosaurs, they are flying reptiles. Why? Why are pterosaurs not dinosaurs? What is that? It's very simple. They are closely related, but they're just not dinosaurs. But that doesn't make them any less cool as they are, because pterosaurs are one of the most crazy, impressive creatures in my opinion that have ever lived. And pterosaurs ruled the prehistoric skies for millions of years. Pterosaurs appeared about 220 million years ago, and they went extinct about in the same time as the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. They appeared just shortly after the dinosaurs, again at the start of the Triassic, all the way to the end of the Cretaceous period. And then of course, what are the characteristics of a pterosaur? They were the first vertebrates to evolve the ability of powered flight, okay? To fly you need wings. So they have wings, but not just any wings. Wings like bats. There are wings where skin membrane that stretched all the way to a long, elongated finger. And that were their wings. And not feathered wings like modern day birds. And then of course they had beaks. All of them had beaks. And the small pterosaurs actually had teeth in their beaks. Have you ever heard of that? A beak with teeth. Imagine a duck with 4 rows of needle-sharp teeth in their bill. There were even pterosaurs, small pterosaurs, that had 3 different kinds of teeth in their beak. And they were mainly fish eaters and small insects and stuff. All pterosaurs, when they landed, they walked on 4 feet. Then there's another thing that you need to know about pterosaurs. The small pterosaurs had a short neck and a long tail. With the big pterosaurs, it was the other way around. They had a ridiculously long neck, some even 3 meters long, half a meter wide, that could swallow you whole. And which they probably would if they were alive today. And the big pterosaurs are called Ashdarchids. The Ashdarchids, they had a ridiculously long neck and a very, very short tail, almost no tail at all. That were the pterosaurs. Let's move on to the third group of ancient reptiles. The third group are the marine reptiles.
The lands of the prehistoric planet were ruled by the dinosaurs. But the seas were dominated by a very different group of reptiles, the mosasaurs. And this is the skull of one of them.
We're talking about mosasaurs, ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs. Mosasaurs appeared about 145 million years ago, all the way till 66 million years ago, or 65. You know, the end of the Cretaceous. Ichthyosaurs appeared about 250 million years ago, and they went extinct about 90 million years ago. And for plesiosaurs, it's from 215 million years ago all the way till 66 million years ago. What are the characteristics of these marine reptiles? So one thing that they all have in common is they are sea creatures and they never come onto land. They all have 4 paddle-like limbs to propel themselves forward with ridiculous speeds. Actually, they have discovered that the biggest mosasaur, Hoffman's mosasaur, was one of the biggest mosasaurs ever. Hoffman's mosasaur could actually accelerate up to 90 or even 100 kilometers an hour in a few tail swipes, which is something like 3 seconds. Hoffman's mosasaur was a lightning-fast predator. Of course, for all mosasaurs, they have a big head with rows and rows of needle-sharp teeth. Actually, this tooth right there is a mosasaur. This is not Hoffman's mosasaur, probably, because then it would have been a lot bigger. This is one of the smaller mosasaur species, but still a mosasaur. And as you can see, the tooth is curved back. All these teeth, basically of all predators ever, are curved back. But one of the things that mosasaur teeth have, and also animals like T-Rex, they are also serrated to cut through the flesh even more efficiently. And then for plesiosaurs, of course, they have a ridiculously long neck. Some could even easily get up to 10 meters, even longer. And then of course, there are no marine dinosaurs. Moving on to the 4th group of ancient epic reptiles, Faminos mammals. The 4th group is the ancient crocodilians. To answer the question, are crocodiles dinosaurs? The answer is no, they are not dinosaurs. Crocodiles like Sarcosuchus or Dinosuchus. No, they are not dinosaurs, they are a separate group of reptiles that again evolved from the archosaurs. About 95 million years ago, all the way till today. These are one of the only creatures in this whole video that are still alive today. And these are one of the only creatures that survived the mass extinction. And that is also the reason why in my head, in my view, crocodiles are like a symbol of strength and resilience, because they survive. And then of course, what are the characteristics of crocodiles? I think you will recognize a crocodile when you see one. Of course, a long body with a very long nose, very long snout, with 2 nostrils on top. Why is that? Of course, to almost fully submerge in the water, to look as harmless as a floating piece of wood, but to turn into a deadly predator in an instant. And then of course, one of the most epic things about ancient crocodiles like Dinosuchus, their size. Holy shit! It is like a modern day saltwater crocodile, but then 5 times the size or something. Look at this animal! They were so ridiculously big that they actually attacked small sauropods. And sauropods are the long necks, the biggest species of dinosaur. They actually attacked them out of the water. That says something. Their legs are spread out to the side. They had webbed paws with claws to of course be more efficient in the water, but that wasn't their main weapon of speed. The reason why they were so actually, and still today, the reason why they are so fast in the water is not necessarily their webbed paws, but their ridiculously strong, bulky, long tail. That tail does everything. That tail is the power behind the body. That tail enables them to torpedo through the water. Of course, the scales, very iconic thing about crocodiles is the scales on their back. Because on the flip side, they have no scales at all. They are pretty vulnerable on their chest area. They are really aquatic animals, but they also come on land, of course, to warm up their bodies and obviously to lay eggs. Alright, the 5th and the last group of ancient reptiles that I'm gonna cover in this video. And this is what I've talked about in the beginning of the video. This is the surprising epic fact that a lot of people do not know, but that you absolutely need to know. The last group are birds. Yes, I said birds, alright, because if you do not know, birds are actually dinosaurs.
Bet you never look at birds the same way again.
That question is answered. And it all started with animals like Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx is like the icon of evolution. There is still a lot of debate going on about what was truly the first bird, because there were birds before Archaeopteryx, but yes, there's still a lot of research being done. Birds appeared about 60 million years ago and they still live today. The evolution of birds started at the end of the Cretaceous. They basically saved the dinosaurs, because they are the dinosaurs, alright? And maybe it is very weird to realize that big, strong, epic, prehistoric looking crocodiles are not dinosaurs, but tiny fluffy little birds that are flying around in your backyard are actually dinosaurs. But about crocodiles and birds, this is also another fun epic fact. The closest living relatives of birds are actually crocodiles. How crazy is that? Have you ever thought about that? They lay eggs, some of them have even scales on their feet. I mean, take a look at the shoebill stork, for example.
I'll be back.
Or the cassowary. The first thing that probably pops up in your head is the word dinosaur. Look at them. So on one side, it is crazy to think about that they are what is left of the dinosaurs. They descended directly from the theropod group, which is the same group of dinosaurs that T-Rex belongs to. And then of course the closest living relatives are crocodiles. So in the end it makes sense. What are the characteristics of birds? Obviously they live now. The feathers. I do not know one single bird that is not covered in feathers. Most of them can fly. They walk on 2 feet. Obviously I've never seen a bird walk on feet and feathers. They all have a beak or a bill, of course. The pubic bone faces forward. And that are the characteristics of dinosaurs / birds. And now the last segment of this video. Very quickly, how accurate was or is Jurassic Park? I'm just gonna go over the most iconic dinosaurs in the movie. I'm just gonna look at what is really accurate and what not. Alright, okay, so of course a little disclaimer. I am not an expert at all, but I have done my fair share of research. I know a thing or two. And you can all check this, okay? You can look it up. You will find what I tell you, okay? Also, I'll leave the expert's opinion, because there was a video that I've seen where an expert actually looked at Jurassic Park. So check it out, link in the description. Boom, vamonos, mammals, let's go. The first one, probably the most iconic, maybe even the most iconic dinosaur ever, Tyrannosaurus-rex. The accurate things about T-Rex in Jurassic Park. First of all, the size. The size is good and also not too ridiculously big, because in a lot of movies they make, for example, in another Jurassic World movie, I think it was Jurassic World, the mosasaur was way too big. T-Rex is quite accurate in terms of size. The posture is good. The posture is really good. In a lot of old movies you see dinosaurs that have a upright posture and that are actually like a kangaroo, that the tail is actually on the ground. From head to tail, the body is almost horizontal in one line. That's accurate. Then another thing that is quite accurate are the movements. Just the movements of the eyes, the mouth, the head, the whole body, to be honest. The color is quite realistic. All the details around the eyes, the skin texture, and the sound. The sound. Sound is one of these things about dinosaurs that we know less about than how they looked.
Never heard that kind of dino before.
I think it is quite close to what T-Rex actually sounded like, because what they have discovered is T-Rex had a huge resonating chamber, of course, which means that they could produce quite the sound. They probably did make a lot of low rumbling sounds, which would be very scary and intimidating. What are the things that are not accurate about the T-Rex of Jurassic Park? Okay, so the most inaccurate thing of the whole movie probably about T-Rex is this.
Don't move. You can't see us if we don't move.
Don't move! She can't see us if we don't move. Seriously, that is... Who came up with that theory? Come on, don't move. No animal, no predator in the world falls for that trick, okay? No predator is that stupid, especially not an apex predator, alright? Like T-Rex. Let me tell you this, T-Rex is not called Tyrannosaurus-rex for nothing. It really was the lizard king. T-Rex had the biggest eyes of any land predator ever. Sense of smell, amazing. Eyesight, impeccable. Their hearing, I don't know, was also pretty good probably, but especially their eyesight and their sense of smell was really, really good. So, and then to come back to the don't move thing, in reality, those people would have been long gone. Like, there's no way in hell that you can avoid a T-Rex like that.
When you run into the beast.
Freeze and don't move, like they can sense the warmth of your body, they can smell you. Okay, then again, moving on to the second most iconic animals of Jurassic Park, the velociraptors. Alright.
Clever girl.
These are also one of my favorite animals ever. What are the accurate things about the velociraptors in Jurassic Park? First, the sounds. I am such a big fan of the sounds that they created for the velociraptors. They are so iconic and they fit so well with the character. Then of course the movements as well. The movements are in my opinion quite realistic and not boring. They're quite good. Especially the head tilts and stuff. Like sometimes even modern day birds do. Crows and stuff. They also do that in the movie. It fits again well with their characters. Of course, also the sprinting, they were really fast. The velociraptors were very fast, nimble and agile. But then, the things that are not accurate about the Jurassic Park velociraptors, the size. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but in real life, velociraptors were a lot smaller. At least half the size. Of course, we are talking about Velociraptor mongoliensis. From head to tail, about 2 meters long and about half a meter high, maybe a little bit more, and they weighed about 15 kilograms. Then there's another thing that is not accurate, and that are the scales. The Velociraptors are very scaly and reptilian looking. They are reptiles, but that doesn't mean they had scales necessarily, because in real life, Velociraptors were covered in feathers, especially on the arms, really nice beautiful feathers, and on the tail. And then intelligence. They were intelligent, yes, they were cunning and resourceful. They also had quite big brains for their size, but they weren't as smart as dolphins and primates. Velociraptors opening doors and stuff, and testing fences. Then the third dinosaur of Jurassic Park, the Dilophosaurus. Okay, this is the least accurate dinosaur of the whole movie. So what is accurate about the dinosaur? Dilophosaurus? What is accurate about Dilophosaurus? To be honest, I don't really know. Well, the body structure and the movements, okay? But there are a lot of things that are not accurate. For example, the neck frill. There was no such thing. Dilophosaurus did not have a neck frill. Dilophosaurus didn't have anything like, a neck frill, because they already had two head crests as a display item that could have been brightly colored to attract a mate or to warn off an enemy. There's no such evidence that they had anything like that. And then again, there's one thing that is even more crazy. They didn't have venom, especially not that nasty black gooish stuff. Where does it even come from? From behind the frill or something in the movie? I don't know, it's very weird and it burns your eyes. Real venom actually does that, but real venom is not black and sticky like that, like tar or something looks like that. To be honest, I don't think there was... Well, actually, there were venomous dinosaurs, yes, but not Dilophosaurus. There's no evidence whatsoever that suggests that Dilophosaurus had venom. No hollow teeth or something. For example, with snakes, the teeth are hollow and the venom is injected through those teeth, and there's a venom glands behind that, where they actually store the venom. Dilophosaurus didn't need venom, because that is another thing about Dilophosaurus that is not accurate. And that is the size. Because of their size, Dilophosaurus didn't need venom. Because Dilophosaurus was actually really big. Usually in these movies, they make dinosaurs a lot bigger than they were in real life, just like the mosasaurs. But with Dilophosaurus, it is actually the other way around. In real life, Dilophosaurus was a lot bigger. At least maybe 2 or even 3 times as big as in the movies. They were about 7 meters long, 2.5 meters high, and weighed about 800 kilos. No, that's not true. And they weighed around 500 or 600 kilos. The sound is quite unique. It does fit with the small Dilophosaurus in Jurassic Park, but the real Dilophosaurus was probably too big to make that sound. I think they were more quiet and they made more lower pitched sound, not low rumbling sounds and more hissing. And then the final fact about Jurassic Park, the biggest inaccuracy of the whole movie is the name Jurassic Park. It is called Jurassic Park, but most of the dinosaurs in the movie did not live in the Jurassic era. These are the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park that actually lived in the Jurassic era. We've got Stegosaurus, we've got Brachiosaurus, and Dilophosaurus. These are the animals that I found that live in the Jurassic. But the next dinosaurs that I'm gonna list did not live in the Jurassic. Here we go. T-Rex. T-Rex did not live in the Jurassic. T-Rex lived in the Cretaceous period. Velociraptors, Gallimimus, Triceratops, and Parasaurolophus. But the most accurate thing of the whole movie is the danger of dinosaurs. That if dinosaurs and humans would have lived together, everything would have gone wrong for us. We would have been destroyed. The statement, life finds a way, is deadly accurate. And in fact, if dinosaurs didn't go extinct, we wouldn't even probably be able to evolve to this point. we wouldn't stand a chance. No way in hell. No way in Jurassic. Because dinosaurs are the ultimate rulers of the prehistoric planet. And now, for the real dinosaur freaks and fans, if you really want to know a lot more about dinosaurs and you haven't seen Prehistoric Planet yet, then I really suggest, I urge you to check this out, okay? I will leave the trailer in the description. You have to check this out. Quite recently they added a whole new season. This is the most epic and scientifically accurate dinosaur content that I have ever seen. Check it out, man. If you really want to get to know more about dinosaurs, you just want to see dinosaurs alive, because that's how realistic they have made this. Prehistoric Planet in the description. Check it out, man. Alright, mammals. With that said, that was the video. I hope you learned stuff. I hope you got value out of this. You must have got value out of this. More videos like this will come in the future, okay? Comment down below if you still got any questions left. I will be there in the comment section. We will figure it out. That is it, mammals. I gotta say what I always say. Let's make the planet green again. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. Let's go wild.